Hello and welcome back to the Brompton Guy. Today I'm excited to introduce something unique, our custom made bike packing bag designed specifically for Brompton. This concept actually came from my very first bike packing adventure along the west coast of Scotland, and I can't wait to show you this amazing product. This bag is extra special because it was fine-tuned with feedback from you, my viewers. After thoroughly testing it, carrying it and putting it through its paces, I'm ready to share my first thoughts and impressions. So let's dive into it and cue the intro.
He's the Brompton Guy!
Let me start by saying what an amazing bag we have here. The first noticeable design feature is the cutout on the front pocket, specifically designed to prevent heel strikes even when the bag is fully loaded. When designing this bag, one of my concerns was stability under load, but as you can see in this footage, it's incredibly stable. Even though it extends slightly beyond the rack, since it's rear loaded, it's also easier to lift over high fences, allowing you to grip the main frame inside the supporting triangle while keeping the front clear to hold under the carrier block. Next, let's talk versatility. The bag's carrying options let it easily slip onto the back or be carried comfortably at your side. It's a true all-rounder. As you'll see demonstrated, it remains impressively stable even while riding out of the saddle. Trust me, I'm giving the bike a serious workout and the bag just flows right along. Design brief definitely achieved. Park mode is a bit more challenging, but I managed to get it in park mode in about 15 seconds and removed it completely in 25 seconds. So it's not a major issue. The bag handles well at speed and around corners, and once the ride is done, just fold, carry and roll on to your next adventure. It's finally here, our custom designed Brompton bag, which I'm still waiting to create the perfect name for. This bag was created with one main purpose, to be a spacious rear loading option that can hold all the essentials for bike packing, such as tent, sleeping bag, roll mat, clothes, power bank, you name it, this bag was designed to take it. While the market offers plenty of front loading choices, there are few rear loading options, and while many riders enjoy a front loaded Brompton, I personally find it awkward for my riding style. Rear loading offers better stability and balance for me, especially when climbing, even if it comes with its own trade-offs. Let's take a closer look at what makes this bag stand out and why it could be the perfect addition to any Brompton setup. First up, we have a large double zipped opening on top, making it incredibly easy to access all your gear, especially when the bag's fully packed. There's also a large zipped storage pocket with a storm flap, perfect for items you want quick access to while keeping them dry in bad weather. For easy carrying, the bag has a rucksack style straps and a carry handle over the top, so you have multiple carry options when you're off the bike. To keep it stable, we've added 3 Velcro securing strips that attach to the seat tube. This setup holds the bag securely even on rough terrain, steep climbs and while riding out of the saddle. An alpine style loop attaches it to the rear rack, keeping it firmly in place when loaded up, and an additional alpine loop on the rear lets you attach extra accessories like lights and other bits of gear. Inside, you'll find a large unobstructed storage area, allowing for optimum parking space. No wasted room while maintaining to keep the weight down. The bag is crafted from a beautiful yellow Cordura fabric, offering durability, water resistance and a striking look. It is a structured build with lightweight foam, giving it both sturdiness and a minimalist design that keeps it easy to carry and the overall weight low. All these features I believe make this bag a fantastic choice for bike packing, where security, weight and storage are everything. A huge thanks to those who suggested adding details like the rucksack straps and extra pockets, which help refine the design even more. Now that we've seen the practical aspect, let's take a deep dive and look what we can actually store inside the bag. As I stated before, the primary goal of this was to have one large storage compartment in order to take the basic essentials that you need for bike packing. That being for me, a sleeping bag, a roll mat, and a tent, and a little pillow for my comfort. So let's open the double zip compartment and see what I've currently got in here. The easiest way to do that is to lift up the little storm flap and zip protector there. Just makes the zips easier to access. As you can see, fully water repellent zip on it there. Then it allows us to throw the top over for practical. In here, I've got an extra little fleecy blanket to make those bike packing trips more special. A pillow, just to make those rests even better. It is like a little beaded microfiber pillow, but works an absolute treat. I have an all-season bag here. So this bag itself goes all the way down to -4. Let me even it up here. I have my roll mat, so the roll mat folds inside there, and my tent. And all of that has lots and lots of space. I can still pack in. Don't want to pack too far out. Flip it up here. I'm watching my helmet. Inside is just one large, beautiful yellow space, and it's actually got a handmade label by Sarah. So thank you, Sarah, for crafting the inside of this bag for me here. Let me flip that over. Usually I'll throw my helmet on anyway, just when I'm carrying it. Obviously, if I had this on my back, I would be clipping my helmet up to the main strap here, so that I can carry it on my back. Putting that aside, we have the front pocket here. Again, another waterproof zip and a storm flap, which I think will get some Velcro down here. And in here just now I've got spare trousers, I've got some camera equipment, power bank, spare t-shirt, and you can fit much more in there if you so wish. I'm just trying to pack the basics on it on there. Moving round to the rear, as I said, here we have the multi-point attachment. I use this for my cat eye, so rear light visibility, always a must. And I've got other ones here where I put my air tag on, or you can look other little bits while you're on the bike there. On the back here, we have the ruck straps. On that side, I've currently got the excess taped up. I'm going to get little quick loops for that just so I can keep it up and down. And then, as already pointed, we have the Alpine loops. So these loop themselves are what attach it to the bottom rack. We've got one on this side and one on the other side here. And then to finish it off, we have what we then call the other handle. So we've got the clip itself to go around the suspension block and grab the bag that way if we so wish. It covers all the essentials. Oh, and of course, the 3 Velcro tabs to give it that stability. And I'm quite amazed that it's rocking side to side, because I thought that would go. But actually between that and the Alpine loops at the bottom, doesn't need a supporting loop strap on top. But yeah, that's its practical sides. Still need to come up with its name, but overall, I'm really happy with what we've managed to produce. Now, let's talk about the pros and cons, starting with the pros. First off, this bag provides amazing balance on climbs. It's lightweight, durable, spacious, and has an easy access pocket. Plus, it keeps the front wheel free, making manoeuvrability better and the cockpit clearer. It has various carrying options, allowing you to carry the bag how best suits your current situation. And now the cons. One downside is that to put the bike into park mode, you need to remove the bag. With multiple attachment points, this can take a bit of time and can be inconvenient for quick stops. Another consideration is that rear loading setup adds weight above the rear wheel and triangle, which may be more noticeable and could increase the chance of rear punctures. For shorter riders with lower seat post heights, the bag's height may also pose limitations. While the bag is structurally sound, a thicker foam layer could add more rigidity for better shape and retention. Due to its large size, it's not the most practical option for daily commuting either. And lastly, the bag is slightly longer than the Brompton's rear frame itself. making it prone to getting dirty and potentially sagging a bit over the end of the rack. Also, if you're looking for even more storage, especially for items you might want quick access to on the go, consider adding a compact handlebar bag. I've been testing out a front handlebar bag by Borough that's perfect for things like snacks, maps, and a rain jacket or whatever essentials you need, which are handy to grab without stopping. It doesn't interfere with the rear bag setup and balances nicely with the weight on the back, giving you the best of both worlds in terms of storage and accessibility. I'll drop a link below if you want to check it out. Overall, I'm really pleased with how this custom bag turned out. The concept stemmed from my first ever bike packing trip along the west coast of Scotland, and I can safely say I wish I had this bag with me back then. It will likely require some further tweaking over times, but at the end of the day, that's how all the best products evolve. But I'm thrilled with it where it's at. I appreciate the lightweight factor since Brompton has a luggage limit weight of 10 kilograms, and some other bags I've tried are fairly heavy. Because it's lightweight, I do notice a bit less stability, but it's a worthwhile trade-off. A huge thank you to all of you who helped shape the design with the suggestions in the comments on my previous video. It's amazing to create something useful with this awesome community. I've linked a related video here on screen that you might enjoy, so check it out if you've liked this one, and as always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.
He's the Brompton